My name is Tom Truong. I am now 19 years full-time in this real estate brokerage business. I left my corporate career, my first career straight out of college, which I invested 13 years of my life building an insurance brokerage firm, climbing the corporate ladder, literally from their mail room all the way to the second corner office as an area chief financial officer for a publicly traded insurance firm. While I was with them, grew from the 13th largest in the United States to the third largest publicly traded insurance firm in the world. And I had the pleasure of serving that organization, helping them grow. My last job in the last 6 years, I left that business because I wanted to strike out on my own. I wanted to build something that I had equity, that I could pass on for generations to come, right? And I got into the real estate business. When I got into the real estate business in 2005, I immediately opened up my office. I did just a licensed agent. As a matter of fact, for the record, I wasn't even licensed yet. And I bought my first real estate franchise because I knew I wanted to own this thing. Hired a broker. Her name was Pam. I paid the broker $500 a month to run my office, and off I went. I flipped houses. I bought houses using her license at the beginning until I got my own license. And then I sold property because I figured, man, on the buy side, there's some commission. On the sell side, there's twice the commission. And boy, why not? Why can't I keep that all in my business, all in my family? That was in 2005. Rocking and rolling, began to grow the brokerage until 2017 when the tsunami of real estate, the last major recession hit. And I had this decision to make. Do I go back and do my corporate job, work for 9 to 5 for somebody else, or do I just double down and go hard at this business? At that point in time, I had about 15 agents in my agency, and I doubled down and I began to grow through mergers and acquisitions, organic recruiting, training, coaching, mentoring, all of that. Grew all the way through to 120 agents, 4 offices. And in late 2014, I packaged it all up and I sold it to a national hedge fund, national real estate firm called Carrington Real Estate. They were based out of New York City. I worked with them, brought my whole team over of about 92 agents by the time the dust settled, and became, for 1 year, earned out my business, coached my existing agents, and helped them recruit new agents. During that time, those 3.5 years, I earned out and they paid me my full earnings, 4 times EBITDA, earnings before income taxes depreciation. And I was very happy. Went from selling $5 million a year in sales volume to $15 million a year in sales volume, like that, instantaneously, just becoming basically a solo agent, doing deals, closing every 10 days, managing my own files, no transaction coordinator, nothing. And it was good. Life was not that hard. As long as I continued to trade time to show property, I would earn money at the end of my work. What I did not realize was I was continuing to trade time for money and really didn't have a real exit strategy other than having my real estate investments, my Airbnb investments, but it was not enough to retire on. 6.5 years ago, I sat down and I heard a presentation, a video presentation, like the same presentation you are hearing today. All right. I sat down, I watched the video. It wasn't live like this. And I was curious. I couldn't believe that there was a model that was built for the agents, that was agent-centric, that was agent-owned, agent-grown, and it allowed me to build for my future with eXp. Within 3 short days, 2 sleepless nights, I tried to find every excuse not to leave my very good brokerage that I sold my business to. Loyal friends, loyal broker, family was even in that brokerage, but I could not unsee what you are about to see today. I woke up the Monday from no sleep and I joined eXp. Okay. The reason I joined is I found a platform, the same platform that you guys are going to see today, that allows agents and I and you to lives. Wow. A real estate brokerage platform can change your life. Yeah, possibly. It changed mine in the last 6.5 years. And let me share with you this slide right here. Here's what our industry has been doing. This slide runs parallel to my real estate career. I started in 2005 when times were good. There were 7 million residential closings according to NAR, right? If you could fog a mirror and you were a real estate buyer, you can get a loan. Though some of you are smiling and you don't know what I'm talking about. And then guess what? In 2007, I call it the tsunami of real estate. The economy crashed. My life changed in 2008 and 2009 when I was doing real estate investments and I had to file bankruptcy because my real estate investments were upside down. Boy, was that life changing. And then, like I shared with you my story earlier, I basically hunkered down, door knocked, created business until my knuckles bled. Folks, seriously, door knocked until it was obnoxiously crazy and dark outside, where it was no longer safe or courteous to door knock to build my farming area. Grew it all the way to 2014 according to this chart here, and it's been a great ride from 2014 to 2017. At 2017, 50 years old, I was looking at myself in the mirror and says, Tom, you're a great salesman. You're a great real estate investor. You did not have another real estate closing in the next 60 to 90 days, and it stopped forever, and you got hurt, you got disabled, something happened to you. What does the rest of your life look like? What does your family's income look like? And I knew darn sure that I did not build anything of residual value. That's when I had the opportunity to look at eXp platform. And we've had a great ride since 2018 up to today. Question for you. How is your real estate business? See, for most of us who was doing the real estate, if you're in business anywhere up into 2021, you were doing all right because rising tide lifts all ships. In 2021, when interest rates were at 3%, we did in the residential market in the United States about 6.1 million sales volume. And then interest rates begin to spike. It goes to 4%, 5%, 6%, 6.5%. I'm seeing 7% on the marketplace right now. Are you? And then sales volume went down to 4.1 million in sales volume. And you have to ask yourself, well, what is your brokerage doing right now to support you, right? Here's a chart as of last quarter. We're down to $4.1 million. And I just saw another chart recently. We're still at $4.1 million, 4.1 million closings anticipated in 2024 as of June 30th. And the question again is, what is your brokerage doing to support you? I saw this platform 6.5 years ago when times were pretty good. And I knew then that this new platform that you're hearing and listening to now could change and give me more sales volume. Okay. We have some noise back there. Okay, we're good. Let me come back to you. Okay. And so I made the move. All right. I made the move. And my question for you is, if you're happy now, ask yourself, are you ecstatic? Are you ecstatic about having a platform or finding a platform today that will provide you more leads than you can handle? We will teach you, I promise, in 21 to 24 days, how to generate more leads you can handle. Are you ecstatic about the training that you are getting? How about 10 hours a day at the minimum live training in whatever it is that you need? Whether you are a rookie agent or a rock star agent, are you taking your business to a whole new level? Whether you are a solo agent or a team leader or a country builder, do you have the right training? Are you surrounding yourself with 5 of the closest, most intelligent people crushing real estate, sharing their trade secrets with you? Are you ecstatic about the tools, the training, and the support that your current platform provides you for free of charge, accessible 10 hours a day, 24 hours per day, offline, live archived trainings? Are you making the money that you want? Is your brokerage platform fair about taking their percentage split and giving you the return on your investment on the 30% that you're paying them or 20% that you're paying them? Some of you are paying $5,000 a year. Some of you are paying $50,000 a year towards your brokerage. I know some agents who pay more than $100,000 a year towards their company split. And the question I have for them is, are you getting the value in return, $50,000 to $100,000 in return for them being your business partner? And then the last question is, do you have any equity? Do you have any ownership? If your brokerage was going to sell tomorrow, like I sold my brokerage in late 2014, how much equity will you get? Will they send you a check for your portion of the contribution of building this business, right? And so the question goes for you today as you watch this program, what does the rest of my year look like? What does the rest of my career in real estate look like? And do I have access to all of these great things, not just for me, but if I want to build teams and build countries, how am I going to get access to all of this up-to-date access? Okay. And so here it is, eXp Realty, eXp Commercial, eXp Luxury, eXp Global. We're one brokerage under the planet. Okay. We have broken the traditional model since 2009 when Glenn Sanford came up with the model. He came up with a model. He says, you know what? In 2009, in the middle of the recession, agents, we have the technology. Agents are paying more than their fair share for their brokerage to support them, right? He says agents actually have to drive into the office and waste time driving there, driving back, texting when you're not supposed to be texting while you're driving. They're paying royalty fees, they're paying franchise fees. Are they really getting the return and maximizing their time in the business? Glenn goes, why can't we, with the advent of technology and all the Zoom calls and the Google Meets and the leverage that the cloud technology allows us, why can't agents work as a real estate professional around the world without having to go to a bricks and mortar? And if we cut out that bricks and mortar expenses, can we pass those savings on to our agents and provide them better lead training, better lead training, better coaching, better support, better services? Can we actually give them on-demand training and on-demand support 20 hours a day? Can we provide 10 to 20 hours of live support a day? All right. And if we cut out the bricks and mortar and we find economies of scale, and we can negotiate deep discounts for our commercial folks, for our luxury folks, for our residential folks, for our rental folks, because we have one major brokerage under the sun, we might be able to go to the marketplace and get our agents the best tools, the best support, the best systems at a fraction of the cost, and pass it on to our agents. And wow, what a novel idea. Why don't we just give them all ownership? Why don't we give them stock? And why don't we share in the company dollar with them? And this is what Glenn provided. And now we've broken the traditional model and we have copycats all over the place. That's good. Our copycat competitors are taking what we have done and trying to make it and creating their own models. They're basically ripping off and duplicating what we have done. The question I have for you, if you're talking to other brokerages, is, are they innovating? Are they staying agile? Are they creating something brand new? Are they staying cutting edge? Or are they simply just following the same formula? Like Pepsi has followed the Coca-Cola formula. Lyft has followed the Uber formula. All these shared office space is following the Regis formula. But has anyone innovated? And so as you're looking at the different programs out there, you have to ask yourself, who's innovating? Who's actually supporting us and giving us cutting edge technology and thinking 2-3 steps ahead so that we will always be affiliated with a brokerage that continues to break the rules, make it better. I'm going to stop there and get some feedback from some of my partners and my hosts on this call, and give us a little bit your opinion of what I've shared so far. Who'd like to share up to this point? Then Craig, thank you.
I got my start in the franchising side of the state. I worked for Century 21 in a regional office, saw that there was a bright economic future in real estate, kind of like what Tom did. And over the course of my real estate career, I have been with several franchises, as well as one of the largest independent, it was at the time the largest independent real estate organization in the southeastern United States. None of them were as innovative during the entire time of them as eXp has been since January 1st of this year. We're not just changing things for good. We're changing things and then changing them again. And every time I pick up an email or a communication from eXp corporate, here's something else that made what I already thought was good better.
I love it. Thank you, Alan.
I'm newly licensed. I retired in June of 22 after 32 and a half years of public service and emergency management. And I joined my brother. We did mortgage. First got licensed as a mortgage loan officer in New York and New Jersey. And then I started hanging around the team. And I met Tom and Dick and Lori and some others. And it's been a journey. You know, it's changed my life. You know, it gives me something to be happy and to share the opportunity with others. You know, in the beginning, I didn't make a lot of calls. I didn't recruit a lot of agents, but, you know, between myself and my brother, we have 25 people on our team and we're growing and we're sharing. And it's awesome to interview other agents to see how their brokers are treating them. I spoke to an agent the other day and they were holding back commissions and they were very unhappy. And another agent was like, I'm not getting enough for my company. And so these are the things I hear from talking to other agents, and they share freely because I'm more interested in them than I am in myself. I want to hear how I can bring them value. And that's what eXp does. It brings value to other agents that they're not getting at the current location.
Thank you, Craig, for sharing that. And that is essentially the culture at which we all operate under this umbrella here of a community of real estate agents around the world, sharing, helping, and collaborating with one another. All right. So we do this and we're powered by this system called the virtual world. We call it eXp world. It is a place where we can log in anytime as long as you have a Wi-Fi access, a computer or a smartphone or an iPad. You can log into our eXp world and get real-time training, real-time support, real-time community involvement. You can get access to our dedicated staff. And all of this is all virtually. You can do it on run. You don't have to waste time driving in and out of an office and wasting time and energy and gas and sitting in traffic. And this eXp world has allowed us to cut back on a lot of bricks and mortar overhead and reinvest those savings into giving it to our agents. The first way we reinvest it in our agents is we actually give you a subscription, all of you, a subscription to Regus, the shared office space, 3,000 locations worldwide for you to pop into, just like this picture here, to sit down and do quiet work, to grab high-speed Wi-Fi, meet with your clients, meet with your team, grab coffee, stay in air conditioning or heating, and be comfortable unless in case you wanted to get out of the house or get out of the coffee shops and find some nice professional space. So that's all included in your monthly fees and your startup costs, which I'm going to cover. Let's get into leads. KV Core on the residential side, Build Out, Reonomy, Crexy on the commercial side. Luxury has another platform all in itself. But basically, leads is the most important thing for real estate agents. Whether you are a rock star agent, we will train you to catch the fish. We can give you the fish. We'll take a commission split for that, but we train you an hour a day for 24 straight days, gave you access to state-of-the-art tools, and then within 3 weeks or more, you will generate more leads than you can handle. Here's a quick view of what one of our program called KV Core allows agents to do. I'm going to open up my video here, and I'm going to share with you a quick 90-second video explaining the power of KV Core for those agents who know how to leverage it. We have an agent on here. I hope I can call on him, Robert, to give a quick testimonial about this KV Core platform that I'm playing for you now.
Broker that challenges the status quo, that's committed to giving their agents and teams the very best tools to help them grow their business and take back their life. Forward-looking brokers like this trust KV Core, the industry's most sought after, highest ranked, most powerful, complete productivity platform. KV Core has everything your business needs. A lead generation machine with over 20 ways to drive new business. Plus, customizable websites that capture and convert 3 times more prospects. AI-driven automated nurturing that supercharges client engagement and serves up your hottest opportunities. The most powerful communication tools make it easier than ever for you to grow your sphere and drive, repeat, and referral business, all from the palm of your hand. Manage the entire client lifecycle with full brokerage visibility to optimize your entire business in one place. The smartest brokers understand that to truly empower all your agents, your technology needs to work for them, not the other way around. From a tech partner that's proven, trusted by the fastest growing brands, with the resources, the experience, and the proven results to help your brokerage thrive. So say goodbye to low adoption, to siloed technology that doesn't move the needle for your agents and teams. Say hello to a seamlessly connected platform with intelligent automation, best-in-breed marketplace integrations, and a powerful open API so you can easily customize and truly set your brand apart. Deliver your own unique tech ecosystem that your agents and teams will love. A solution that will fuel business growth today and into the future. Everything you need, all in one place.
Right. And here's the thing. I am out there, I'm showing this program to folks, okay? And I hear, Tom, my company gives me KV Core. Tom, my company gives me Build Out. Hey, Tom, my company gives me Crexy, gives me all these tools. Fair. And then I ask them, well, do you have more business than you can handle? Do you have more business than you can handle so that you can start building a team and bringing on a team member so that you can pass on those leads that you can't handle to your team member, so that you can actually go on vacation and not have to check your cell phone and your text messages and be all stressed out all the time, so that you don't have to pick up your phone while you're at dinner with your significant other because you're afraid that you're missing some sales activities. And then they go silent. See, the difference under our platform is, yes, we provide it for free, by the way. Most agents will pay it between $5,000 to $7,000 per year for this platform, and it's all included in our agents' $85 per month. The difference is who's going to coach you, who's going to hold you accountable, who's going to provide you the training, the tools, the systems, the videos that you need, the encouragement to generate more leads than you can handle to build the business that you want to build, right? I have a gentleman here. His name is Robert Desmond. Robert, I've asked you this now for the third time to give a testimonial because I think it's so powerful. Would you take 30 seconds to a minute and introduce who you are and tell us what the power of KV Core has done for you and the training that you've gotten from us to help you with your business?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Tom. Yeah. So 6 years in the industry. I just recently started with eXp in March. And as far as KV Core goes, I was taking my time getting to learn it. I was just putting my sphere in, my past sales, and doing all that, kind of taking it slow. And then I started watching the YouTube video that Tom Truong and Dick Lee did on More Leads Than You Can Handle. And it's about an hour and 40 minutes. So I was pausing whenever they went over something and implementing it, and then going back and doing the next thing, going back and doing the next thing. So I had an address in my CRM, and I was confused. I didn't know where it came from. I said, I didn't put that in there, because up until then I was just doing my sphere and everything like that. And then I was thinking, and I was like, don't tell me that that's a lead that just came in. I just posted the thing that they said to do on YouTube to Facebook like 10 minutes ago, and a lead came in pretty much right away. And since then I've gotten a few more. So it's definitely a powerful tool.
There you go, Robert. Thank you very much for sharing that. I appreciate doing that. And man, keep crushing it. All right. So leads. So important. Let's move on to the next. Whoops. All right. 80 hours of live training. I've got my co-hosts here, many of you, Scott Bascom. Would you guys share with us the training, the live training that is available to the agents who are?
So in the commercial world, times a lot of the commercial companies, the toughest part is when a brand new person into the industry wants to join your company, and you're the broker or you're the franchisee. And it's like, gosh, do I have the kind of training that this person needs, the ongoing long-term real training to learn all about commercial? And we're talking about all the different asset groups and everything. Who on my team will be able to, do I need to assign this brand new person to, and they're like a junior or whatever? Well, that all changed when we came to eXp Commercial. eXp Commercial, we literally have a cadre of mentors. People came from all kinds of companies. They're coming into our company at eXp Commercial. And I don't remember where we are now, like maybe 50 something mentors for those that are joining our company who feel like they need a mentor or they're required to because they're just new to commercial. And that's one thing. That's one piece, the mentoring piece, and it's major. It's huge. The second piece is when you come on board as a new person to the eXp commercial. Now remember, I'm just on the commercial side. Is the official formalized training. We have 2 solid weeks to start with, 3 hours a day minimum. You've got to be in those classes on Zoom, and they're not in person, they're on Zoom. And you've got to pass tests at the end of it. I mean, that's required now. So that's, and then you have ongoing, like if you have a sponsor in commercial, brought people in, I try to make sure they're still doing stuff as well. And I think a lot of the sponsors are feel responsible to the people they bring into the company as well. So make sure that they understand the systems that we have. That's the biggest piece of training right now is the systems, right, Tom?
That's
Like how do we
right.
do in your world? How do you do KV core? What is SkySlope? What's build out? What's all that?
That's
So
right.
we're on top of that as well with the people that we sponsor in.
All right, Daniel Perret, you had your hands raised. Please share.
Yeah, so I wanted to channel what Keith was saying on the commercial side first on the residential side. Just the ability to go in there. You're speaking to a new agent. They want to get into commercial. They want to get into luxury. They want to get into land. They want to deal with athletes. Whatever domain, we have 60 to 80 hours of live training every single week that we can plug them into. As a new agent coming in, we also have the Kickstart series. So as long as we identify what that new person wants to get into, we've got the tools available. They just need to plug in and invest the time and grow, and sky's the limit. I love it.
Thank you very much. All right, guys, there is the training session. And if you can't log in live to the class that you've chosen to take, then you can tap into our archive of recorded trainings. Okay. Let's talk about real-time support. We have over 2,000 support staff, brokers, broker associates, transaction coordinators, marketing, advertising. God forbid you need legal. And boy, we needed in the big time when the NAR lawsuits was announced and how it's going to change the buyer representation and seller representation. Boy, did our team come full force to read the law, to understand the law, and then to work with our staff to provide new forms well ahead of NAR, well ahead of our competition. And we were leading the industry in educating this industry on how to handle the new changes in the marketplace. Okay. Ask yourself, is my brokerage structured right now where they are over serving me? They are ahead of the curve, right? And how does that affect my business model? Our support team is live and kicking 11 hours a day in all markets. Our transaction management team, people who help you audit your files, get your paperwork in order, they are open 24/7. And their main job is to make sure you get paid really fast. We are very proud that when you do a closing and all your paperwork is to par, that we pay you as fast as possible. Who wants to give us a quick testimonial about our support staff and how fast you guys are getting paid?
Hey, Tom.
Scott Bascom.
I like to talk about getting paid. No, the supporting team is phenomenal. I mean, I think about it myself. For those that don't know me, I have a team of 27 agents and growing, right? And so my main priority is to make sure I've got agents coming over from different brokerages. We had about 3 closings last week, and agents that came over from different brokerages were surprised of how fast they got paid. Their checklist was up to par because we made sure it was where it needed to be. And they were surprised when they woke up the very next day and they were already paid. They were like, you mean to tell me I don't have to wait? They said that there are other brokerages, they had to wait a couple weeks to get paid, right? It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. The support, I must have talked to many different people, in the workplace today, right? So whatever type of support is there, instantly.
I love it. Well, thank you, man. All right, so there it is. That's support, okay, for everybody. Marketing and branding, 5,000 templates for you and basically customize yourself, replace somebody else's name, telephone number, email, website address, URL with yours. co-brand co-brand it with your branding, your colors, your designs. Make it look and feel the way you want to make it look and feel. And if our templates don't quite satisfy you, send a request in to our marketing team. And they don't like fire drills, but if you give them 48 hours, 72 hours, they'll come back and help you design without any additional cost what it is that you would like, so that it's your colors, it's your theme. All right, go in and grab listing presentations, the state-of-the-art buyer presentations with the new rulings and the new law, farming materials, marketing brochures, for sale signage, open house signage, all spanning from residential to luxury to commercial. All right, here's a quick snapshot of what some of the marketing materials that's available. This video happens to be our eXp luxury division, but we have the same marketing tools, same videos for the residential as well as the commercial deal.
The future of luxury real estate has arrived. Refined, global, exclusively yours. World-class brand advertising and marketing placing your listings front and center. Extraordinary properties deserve extraordinary presentations. eXpRealty commands the digital space like no one else. Presenting your properties in nearly 80 world-class international media outlets. A powerful community of like-minded agents combined with powerful industry partnerships. Leveraging eXp's global network to sell their listings. Local market expertise. Global connections. We are bringing the future of luxury real estate directly to you.
Our luxury division was launched just about 2 years ago, and it is fast growing. Our luxury agents and all agents with $1 million listing or higher have the ability to leverage this platform to go on a listing presentation and let the sellers know that once we have the opportunity to list with you and you sign that exclusive listing agreement, your listing will immediately, in 24 to 48 hours, get syndicated to the likes of Wall Street, The Robb Report, Final Homes, 80 other magazines online and in print, all directly out to you. A lot of our competitors who are operating in luxury space, they have access to it, but it means that that agent, that real estate agent, has to spend extra money to get the syndications into all of the channels. At eXp, if you're part of the luxury channel, it's all included. And if you have a listing that's $1 million or more, it's all included. Daniel Perret, did you want to share something, sir?
Yes, so I just recently added the luxury brand to my platform. Within about a week, ended up with a $1.8 million listing. Within a week of listing it, ended up receiving a full price offer at $1.8 million from a family based out of Portugal. Now, FMLS and Georgia MLS here in Georgia would never put the property out there. Luxury did the job, and a week on the market, and it was like, boom.
Think about the power of that, guys. And now Daniel, along with you who's listening on this call right now, can leverage that win, can leverage that information and put that into your listing presentation. So you can give a true testimonial, get a true testimonial from Mr. Daniel Perret, who is also an icon agent here, by the way, which we're going to get into. So thank you, Daniel, for sharing that. Love it. All right. We have this community platform called Workplace. Workplace is powered by Facebook. It is all business, no politics, no baby videos, cat videos to get you all distracted. Get in there, collaborate with one another, share ideas, share topics, share your new listings, share your new development, ask for help to find investors, ask for help to find developers, build a team across the country, across the world. Log into live videos and record past and access recorded past videos, all there for you. It is a business tool that is very to not live without these days. Okay, the height of the business, we had 7 million closed volume. Now we're down to 4.1 million sales volume, residential volume. Okay, year over year, from last year to this year, 23 to 24, residential sales volume is down. What is your brokerage doing about it to help you combat that, generate more leads, close more sales? Well, I'm proud to share with you that under this platform, And our agents who are plugged in, the agents who's inviting you to this call here, I promise you is plugged in. The agent who's sending this video to you, promise you is plugged in. These agents are part of this ecosystem, this platform. And I share with you this slide. This is my little team of just 1,300 agents. And last year, our 1,300 agents across 250 cities closed 1,258 transactions with almost $500 million in sales volume. This year, with the market down, everyone is struggling for deals. Our team is up. Our team is up from 1,200 transactions to almost 2,000 transactions in the same time period. Our team last year did $500 million in sales volume. This year, in 4 months, we did $800 million in sales volume. We are up 57% year over year. So ask yourself this question again. What platform, what team, what brokerage model am I affiliated with that has their team, not just one successful person, but 1,300 of them being successful, seeing their growth, seeing their income increase by 57% year over year? And then you have to ask yourself the question, am I at the right place? Am I with the brokerage that is profitable during a downturn? eXp doesn't owe anybody any money. No debt, no liabilities, all profit. And that's the health of our company compared to other brokerages. Our transaction volume is bursting at the seams year over year. For residential folks, here's the compensation. If you sold 3 or more transactions in the past 12 months before joining us, your commission is 80% to you. You split 20% of the company to the company until you pay the company $16,000 a year, which is where you cap. A capping agent is someone who pays in that 20%, equating to $16,000, and then they go to 100% commission for the remainder of the anniversary year. To get started, it's just $149 to get started. Your monthly technology, training, and cloud brokerage fee is just $85. That includes everything that I've shared with you up until this point and everything I'm sharing with you for the rest of this video presentation. Per transaction, we only charge $25 per transaction for a broker review fee and $60 for your errors and omissions fee, only when the deal is closed. No upfront costs, okay? Our errors and omissions is capped at $750 a year. Once you pay into the company, the 20% equating to $16,000 on the residential side, you earn 100% for the rest of the anniversary year. From there on, we charge you just $250 per transaction, and you keep 100%. For our commercial folks, the compensation plan is similar. No franchise fees, no royalty fees. It's 80% to the agent and 20% to eXp Commercial. Okay, the cap is once you sell, let's say $100,000 in gross commission income, you pay the company 20%, which equates to $20,000. You then graduate from 80% to 100% commissions, okay, for the rest of the anniversary year. To get started, it's just $250 to get started. And then monthly, it's $250 for your monthly technology fee. It includes everything I shared with you earlier on the commercial side, okay? And then per transaction, only when you close the deal do we charge $250 for your broker review fee and $100 for your errors and omissions, okay? Now we're gonna get into ownership. What percentage of ownership equity stock do you own in your current brokerage? At eXp, every agent has the opportunity to become an agent owner to earn equity. The 5 ways to do it are, number 1, close your first transaction each and every year, get $200 worth of stock. If the stock is trading at $10 a share, that means after your first closing with eXp each and every year, we give you 20 shares. All yours. Congratulations. You're now an agent owner of a $2 billion valuation company with no debt. When you cap on the residential side, luxury side, commercial side, you get another $400 worth of stock. That's another 40 shares if it's trading at $10. Every agent that attracted you or shared with you this program and they name you as the sponsor into our system here, when they close their first transaction, they get this $200 of stock. You get $400 of stock. Hey guys, that's better than most brokers giving you a gift card to Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks. We're giving you real stock, $400 worth of it. And there's no limit on how many agents you can share this business with around 24 countries currently in the world. Fourth way to get stock is every closing that you get, whether it's your 80% commission split or the 100 since you've capped, you can take 5% of your money and buy our company stock. The ticker symbol is EXPI on the NASDAQ. And we'll buy it for you at a 5% discount. That is the same thing as walking into a bank, folks, $95, and then they turn back and give you a Benjamin, $100 bill, like that, a 5% bump on your investments. Okay, our agents have used this as a rainy day fund, as a retirement plan, as a K plan, a pension plan, call it whatever you call it, but it is yours. It is strictly yours. Okay. Last but not least, the fifth way to get stock is to become an icon agent. Residential side for our capping agents who pay in that 20%, equating to $16,000. On the commercial side for those agents who's paying in that 20%, equating to $20,000. Then you graduate to 100%, close another 20 transactions, and you get your entire $16,000 you paid in to the company as company stock. For commercial guys, 20 transactions might be hard. And our luxury guys, it might be hard. Just close another 10 transactions, and then you will hit your icon and get it all back.
So icon program, I joined the eXp in 2019. I've been blessed to reach icon status for 5 consecutive years, already working towards my 6th straight icon. I've gotten back the full $16,000 split in company stock from where it was as low as $4 a share. And it's changed my life because now I have a nest egg that's growing to supplement that exit strategy down the road. No other brokerages have ever done that for me in 20 years I've been in this industry.
Yes, you know, I say the same. I've been with the brokerage since 2019. I've capped every year, but I'm on my 3rd icon, just achieved my 3rd icon award. I think when I left the banking industry, I had a 401k plan. And, you know, I wanted to dabble in real estate. I was always doing full-time hours, but just not doing it full-time in itself. Last June, I left the bank and I said, okay, eXp has given me the ability to have something that was comparable to my 401k with being an independent contractor. So I've gotten the $16,000 back for the past 3 years consecutively. And the same thing, it's changed my life. And I'm looking to continue to do that so that way I can have something that, you know, will be an exit strategy for me.
I love it. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Daniel. All right, back to the program. So that's 5 ways to get stock, guys, and it's available to every agent here. Hey, we are really proud of this chart here. Every dollar that the company takes in, we actually pay back 91 cents to the agents compared to some of our competitors. Compass pays back 81 cents. Anywhere, which is the C21 Coldwell Banker, Sotheby's, they pay back about 80 cents on the dollar. Douglas Elliman pays about 77 cents. We have the distinguished pleasure of paying back 90%. Okay. And I'm going to get into that detail and where that extra money is coming from. Agents also have the ability to get health care. All 89,000 and growing agents have access to affordable, real health insurance. Okay. Who can give a quick testimonial on our eXp agent healthcare other than me? Because I know many of you guys are participating in this and it's saving you money and giving you better coverage. Can someone?
Tom, we have 2 members on our team. One was married with 2 small children. He immediately saved over $1,000 a month from what he was paying to the Affordable Care insurance provider in his marketplace. That was in Chicago.
Yes.
And we have a married couple here locally who had minor health issues, a little bit more medication than you and I might take. Nothing serious. But when they switched, they saved over $1,300 a month.
I love that. Thank you, Alan. My family, Marissa and I and our 2 girls, we switched and we're saving over $1,000 a month. Our coverages were the same, if not better. Our deductibles were the same, if not lower. That's a $12,000 plus savings for our family. And the really cool thing is we've had 2 renewals under the eXp Agent Healthcare now, and both renewals, our premiums did not go up. It's unheard of. All right, eXp is publicly traded on the NASDAQ. This is yours truly here. I'm standing next to my sponsor, Tracy Gagnon, her husband, David Gagnon. They're on Wall Street. I'm just a regular guy. I'm not a paid staffer. I'm just an agent, just like you, selling houses. I shared with you at the beginning of the call, I have about $7 million of closings in the next 60 days. I'm active like the rest of you, but I also invest the time, the energy to share this program with agents, with you who are listening right now on this Zoom call, and also when you're watching me on YouTube, right? And so because I've helped the company grow, I'm the company's biggest cheerleader, they invited me to Wall Street. There's our founder, Glenn Sanford, standing here, the tall gentleman on the right-hand side. Jason Gessing at the time was our CEO. Jason lives here in Massachusetts. And we're on Wall Street celebrating our success, getting uplisted from over-the-counter to the NASDAQ. Here's even a more special picture. This is Glenn Sanford, a billionaire, humble servant leader. He is in my living room with our distinguished team of agents who's building the revenue share, building the organization, crushing real estate sales right in my living room. Hung out with us for over 6 hours, just get connecting, just understanding our stories. He understands and he built this brokerage for the agent. The 2,000 staffers wake up each and every day asking, how do I serve you better? You, the agent. What can I do to make your life easier, put more money in your pocket, get you paid faster, train you so you can get more leads? That is the culture of our company, and it has spread. It has spread to 24 international markets. Can you imagine building an organization where you can leverage the talents of others, help them get a plan, better training, better leads, stock ownership, healthcare, and when they win, you win? You have that ability here under this platform. Last but not least, and I'm wrapping up, eXp is agent-owned, agent-grown, and Glenn always wanted to share company dollar with the agent. This is how we do it. It's called Revenue Share 2.0. Of the 20% that the agents pay towards the company as part of the split, before they cap, by the way, we only need 10% of that to operate at a very high profit margin. We're still profitable up until today. We've been profitable for almost 7 straight years every quarter, okay? So we only need 10% of the 20% that we collect. What do we do with the other 10%? We take that and we split it up in 7 tiers, as you see here. Pretty straightforward math. Here's how it works. When you attract one of your friends and you invite them to watch this video and they decide to join, they name you as their sponsor, that agent goes out and closes a transaction. Right? When they close that transaction, and in this example, let's say they closed a $20,000 gross commission income transaction. Okay. In the commercial world, that can be a $20,000 commission on a lease, on the sales of a building. On the residential side, that could be an $800,000 condominium sold at 2.5% commission equals $20,000 gross commission income. Okay. The agent keeps 80%. The company takes 10% to pay all of its overhead and cover all the support services and training it does. That leaves 10%. What we do with that 10% is we share it back to you guys, to the agents, in over 7 tiers. So in this scenario, you refer your friend. Your friend is your tier 1 because you directly sponsor them. We will take the $2,000 of company dollar and multiply it times 17.5%, and boom, the following month, on the 20th of the month, we send you a check directly deposited into your bank account for $350 because you help your friend earn more and you get a piece of the pie of helping the company grow. We're going to keep paying you every time your friend closes the transaction up until that point that your friend cap goes from 80% to 100%. Because at 100%, there's no more monies to share, right? They're keeping it all. So up to the point that they cap for residential agents, 17.5% of $8,000 company dollar is $1,400 per agent per year for residential agents. For commercial agents, they cap at $10,000 company dollar per year. So 17.5% of that is $1,750 per agent per year. And that gets paid to you annually every time those agents close transactions. Okay, it's important to remember that this is coming from the company dollar, and it does not reduce the agent's 80% split. We take it 7 levels deep. So this chart shows you shared it with your friend who's your tier 1. Your friend shares it with their agent friend. When their agent friend closes the transaction, that agent is friend's tier 1, your tier 2. And in the same example, when your friend's your agent friend closes a deal for $20,000 in gross commission income, they will pay you 20% of that deal, and that equates to up to your friend caps for the year. So a capping agent for a residential agent will pay $1,600 per year per capping agent and $2,000 per year for commercial agents. Okay, and there's no limit on how many agents you can share this business with or want to share this business with, and there's no limit on those agents sharing the business with other agents, not just in the local market, but around the world in 24 countries. I have ran an organization now for 6.5 years, and my organization is now over 1,300 agents, okay, in 250 cities across the country, across the world. Here's a quick example of how I did it. In 2 short years, I've proven this model, and now I'm teaching other agents to do exactly the same, okay? And the person who invited you to this call, it will teach you to do the same as well and have me as your partner and their partner. How about going out, guys and gals, and finding 10 what we call capping agents, and agents who's selling about 80,000 or more in gross commission income a year. That's just how much they're closing, okay? For the average residential agent, that's about 7 to 9 transactions per year. For a commercial agent, that's about 3 to 4 transactions a year. That's what we call a capping agent. Find 10 capping agents and we'll pay you part of the company dollar, $1,750 per agent per year. If there's 10 of them, there's your $17,500 per year annual income. Imagine that. And then imagine out of those 10 agents that you share this company, this platform with, one of them goes out and finds 100 agents. See, I've got James Huang, I've got Dick Lee, I've got the Don Choi, I've got Dan Perrette coming close to this number. I've got a lot of leaders, Scott Bascom approaching, 50 agents in his organization, right? You find one who finds 100, or you find two who finds 50 each on their front line, which becomes your level 2. You can then have 100 capping agents on your level 2, and we pay up to $2,000 in capping agents per capping agent per year. There's $200,000 a year for a total of $217,000 as an example. Or can you dream it? $18,000 per month directly deposited his bank account through the reform of the company sharing its revenues of productive agents who are in your business. Guys, if I can do this in 2 years, I can teach you how to do it in 1 year. And so can the people who invited you to this call, okay? And that is the last and final piece of our eXp platform. This is why eXp is now exceeding 89,000 agents. We're named the #1 growth leader across the country in pretty much all counts, from sides to volume, top movers and shakers, #1 independent, #1 in transaction volume, and there's no stopping this company, okay? There are so many copycats out there, good for them, but eXp continues to innovate, to have cutting edge training, technology, support systems. To join, very easy. If I did not invite you to this call, if I did not send you this video, do not reach out to me. Reach out to the person who invited you. Reach out to the person who sent you this video. Get all of your questions answered, and ask them to ask me to jump on a call with you as well to help you answer your questions along with your sponsor. eXpRealty.com, eXpCommercial.com. Click the link and join us. Let's go start a new revolution for your business and for your family, guys.